What's going on, guys? This is Mystic Prune, and today round 2 of the MotoGP 4 career mode. So this is just pure voiceover commentary kind of thing now. I'm not really live commentating things, trying to use a bit more editing to to bring the total time of the videos down. I mean, this one is just under 20 minutes, which is a little bit better than previous attempts, which were like 50 minutes and so on and so forth on the milestone games. So we're at Jerez or Jerez, however you pronounce it, on the little 125 again. Made a few little changes in this after a little bit of free training. Wasn't too happy with it. Was losing a lot of time through sectors 1 and 2. But sectors 3 and 4 I was relatively okay with. As you see here, this is my fastest qualifying lap, which was my first lap. I did do 3 laps, but only my first one was the fastest. And it wasn't particularly great anyway, so we did go faster during the race. But as you can see, we're coming through the double rights towards the end of the lap now. We're pretty much bang on the lap time of Hector Barbera. A little bit of a kiss on the dirt though as we come out, but it didn't cost us too much time. Into the fast rights at the back of the track now. Really giving it some. Braking for the final corner. I don't know what this was called. It's not the Lorenzo corner yet. So, but again, just a little kiss on the inside of the dirt. That cost us perhaps a little bit of time. Not the best lap, but it was good enough for pole position, a 150.0. We're going head into the race now, so directly straight in there. 23 laps of Jerez, and this one was shaping up to be a lot closer than the first round of the championship. I mean, you saw just how close it was for pole position, so see what we can do on this little 125. We get a good start, pulling away already nice and cleanly. So a nice clean start there through the first sector, nice and good. Exactly 1 lap later now, and we've been caught once again by number 3. That's Hector Barbera, who gets us up the inside into, I think that's turn 5, and he begins to eke out just a little bit, because one of the key things I was noticing here is that particularly the guys at the front, their bikes are so much more powerful than mine. I was relying a lot on the slipstream. Don't quite know what that was, but as you can see, Hector Barbera comes across to cover, and he just messes up our braking for us as we had a little bit of contact. I end up in the grass and I lose 4 positions there, from first turn down to 5th on lap 2, and considering how close qualifying was, this is not good. So I just had to get the hammer down, get it on as much as I can. So we're a few corners later now, coming towards the end of the lap. We get a good run past Dovi there. As we come into the final corner, we managed to pull it down nicely, and we get out the corner relatively well for us. However, a rider has a look behind me. That's a little hint that someone's catching, and as you can see, that Honda of Dovi's has just got a bit more power than what we've got. I do try and get him back up the inside, but as you can see, I run way wide, kill all my momentum, get straight out the power band, and then we come into the next corner, and Stoner sends it up the inside, and we have quite a bit of a heavy contact there, which puts us down into 6th, and we are being indeed hassled for 6th as well. We actually dropped down to 7th momentarily there. We are quite some ways behind the leader now, Hector Barbera, just going on for 4.5 seconds. Not quite found the rhythm yet. So we have a lap of chasing Casey Stoner down on his KTM. We do manage to get him through the fast rights, back up into 5th. Again, little dab onto the grass there on the exit, and it kills our momentum, and he does come back up past us. He gets the switchback on us. We try to do the switchback on him again, but as you can see, once again, my little Honda lacks the power. So coming up into the back straight now, we've caught him up after the first sector. Coming onto the back straight, we get a good drive coming out of here, and we're going heading down the back straight towards the dry set corner. He's coming back at us. We go a little bit defensive, try and force him on the inside. A little bit of a touch there, nothing too major. I thought I'd kept that down, but he somehow found a gap, and we're back down to 6th again. This has turned into a bit of a scrap, a bit of a heated little battle so far, but we are very fast through the next left-hander, and we do actually get the move done. I think that's the last we see of Casey Stoner in this race, because the AI is not on my. They really struggle around there. So a few corners later, we actually make up a lot of time on Dovey as we go up the inside of him into the final corner. Bit of a block pass there. We do once again, we get the move into the final corner, so that was a bit of a lunge, but we get it done. But this time, once again, as you can see, whether it's gearing or power or engine power, I don't know at this point, so it might be a combination of both, but I don't try and keep it around the outside of him this time. I let him have the corner and keep my momentum and corner speed up. As we head back once again, begin chasing him down. So we've got all that work to do all over again. Not the best thing ever. So here we go. We get a good run through the left-hander coming up into turn, I think it's turn 6 if I'm not mistaken. Don't quite know. But we get a good run up there. Keep it nice and tight on the apex. A very good round there compared to the AI. And we get a good run out. And that is that. We get just enough of a lead, I believe, to stay ahead of Dovey. The gap to the leader has come down by about 1.5 seconds from when we had our initial moment. It's now at 3. So, and exactly 1 lap later, we're back on the leading trio. As you can see, I've been putting in lap times that are substantially quicker than my qualifying time. I did a 49.7, which is about 0.3 quicker. Then we did a 48.9, which is about 1.1 quicker than my qualifying time. So I weren't messing about at this point. Round the outside of Steve Jenkner for 3rd place. So, and we're right on the back of Hector Barbera. I do have a quick look around the outside of Hector Barbera here, but he manages to hold the line and defends very well into the double rights. So this battle is going to get a little bit heated. You can see Jenkner behind us. He's starting to have a little bit of a look. He's still feeling a bit racy. Simoncelli's in the lead. He's got about half a second on Barbera, but the next few of us are really close together as we do get past Barbera once again in the fast rights. Bit of a favourite hunting ground that of mine so far. We close up a little bit on the brakes on Simoncelli, but once again we're just lacking power, and Barbera comes past us down the straights, as does Jenkner as well on that. I believe it's a Derby. It's an Aprilia really, but and he just has the inside line and there's nothing we can do. I just tried to keep my corner speed up there, wasn't too focused on the position. It's a long race. We're not even a third of the way through yet. We're only on lap 7 of 23, so we're back down into 4th position. But this little tussle isn't over yet, as I get a good run through left, coming into this right hand onto the back straight. A little bit of a tap from Jenkner. We are side by side as we come out this corner, but we are going to have the slipstream, and the slipstream for us does actually help us just pull past Jenkner as we dive to the inside of Barbera. He tries to cut us off like he did last time, but to no avail, and we do manage to hold it down and get the block pass on Barbera. So that's 2nd place, or is it? Because he then comes back up the inside and to the left, but managed to hold it off around the outside. Ooh, bit of an exciting little battle that one, as we use our corner speed to catch up towards Simoncelli throughout this middle, 3rd sector. We actually pull the gap down to under half a second now, and it's getting less and less all the time. We're coming into the fast rights, which once again, it's I have a massive pace advantage compared to the AI through these fast rights. We hang it to the outside, we go around the outside of Simoncelli, which will give us the inside line for the last corner, but we are again about a foot wide, nothing too major, but it's enough for the AI to take advantage, and there goes the power of the Derby Aprilia. So at the end of the 1st sector on the next lap, we are back with him, get a good run out of the onto the back straight here. We are closing in on the slipstream, we're going to the right hand side. We're up the inside, we get it just about stopped, but again that little foot and he just slides straight back up the inside. As you can see by the lap times as well, we are not exactly gaining time. We're losing a bit of time with all this battling. And it's, again, the battling isn't over yet as we get a good run on Simoncelli as we come around the outside. Around the outside there, using the run through the lefts. And we get the move completed. Sadly though, that wasn't the end of Simoncelli. As you can see, we're a lap later coming out of the dry sack corner, and he gets a good run. Didn't quite get the run through the left-hander that I wanted, which means that he is still there. And as you can see, it messes us up, and we go back down into second place. Another lap later, and we're coming into the same corner, the dry sack corner now. We're going to try and get the cut back, but we cut back too much, and indeed we get on the inside grass, which is rather interesting little thing that I've never done before, and that gives Simoncelli a bit of a lap off the hook, as we lost all our momentum through the part where we are particularly fast. So rounding off that lap 11, just past the halfway mark now of this race, we do manage to get a little bit of a block pass done on Simoncelli, coming into the final corner again, using our superior pace through the fast right, but he held it around the outside, and then he used his power just to hold the lead. So corner speed coming back again as we come out of the out onto the back straight. We're side by side, and this will be a perfect demonstration of the lack of power that I have. So we're side by side, and he just pulls down on me down the straights. Did try to go around the outside a little bit there, but he was just blocking my line a little bit, so there's not much I could get into him. But again, we didn't quite get the run through the fast left there. We had to get out of it because the bike was pushing a bit wide. But we got the run once again. We're going to try it again through the fast rights. But again, we are wide, and we have quite a hefty contact there, which pushes us right out to the edge of the curb. Wasn't too happy with that, my rider. And again, he uses the power of his bike, compared to mine, to go past down the straight. We try and go around the outside, but as with the same situation with Dovizioso earlier in the race, kills our momentum, and we do not get the position, and we mess up the next corner as well. So again, trying to go around the outside there really messed us up, and it took us the best part of a lap just to catch up the gaps once again. But once again, we're at the favourite place, the fast rights towards the end of the lap, and we do get it done there through the fast rights. We do come back across to get the braking line, as opposed to keeping it narrow. We still ran a bit wide mid-corner, but managed to hold the corner speed, and this time, crucially, we actually lead across the line. He does get us coming into turn 1, as you can see, but we actually lead across the line as we've got 10 laps to go now. So it's getting really heated, the positions are changing consistently, and it was actually a really fun race. The AI did some interesting little things, as you see, with the contact and stuff, but ultimately it was actually a more satisfying race than in milestone games with the AI. They certainly didn't roll off down the straights and blitz around the corners like they do in MotoGP games. But once again, we are coming onto the back straight, and we've got a good run once again. We're going to try and use the slipstream to get past on the brakes. Pull to the inside, we're side by side, we're breaking alongside him, but again, we run wide. We try and hold it this time around the outside to keep the corner speed up. Not this time, but we've got the fast lefts now, which again, I'm a bit more confident round than the AI here. So we do actually get the move done there as we come around the outside. Lap 14 of 23, and we're still battling away. So I believe we got the move done that time. We got 0.2 of a second from the second fast left there, basically. So we're a bit happy there. So we've done 4 laps, as you can see. We've done 48.8, 48.8, 48.9. The consistency is pretty much there. It's pretty quick. And as you can see up ahead, we are approaching the lap traffic. We're approaching lap traffic, so I'm thinking, right, where am I going to be overtaking him to lose as little time as possible, because we are still close. And then I make the mistake. I touch the grass on the back end of the curb. Was lucky not to go down, and that killed our momentum. We're about 4 or 5 mile an hour short down this back straight. The gap that we had built up with those 48s and 49s on Simoncelli just evaporated as fast as you can say it, and as you can see, he actually has a look up the inside, but we managed to hold it around the outside. We use our slingshot around the outside as well to get on the back of this back marker, try and get past him as quickly as we can to put a bike in between me and Simoncelli, and we do so just on the switch over to the right-handers here. So that was put a bit of gap between me and Simoncelli. As you can see, we pulled out a second a couple of laps later. But again, another mistake there by me. I don't know whether I was getting tired or what. I don't think there is tyre wear, but the bike wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. Whether again that's my fault, it probably is. But it killed our momentum and let Simoncelli back in as we're on lap 20 of 23. So we really don't want to be letting the AI back in. As we managed to turn it a bit tighter, turn it up the inside of him to immediately regain the place. We're a lap later now. We've got about a second lead on Simoncelli. Another back marker has come into play down the back straight. Don't know what he's doing there, but he swipes across, and we end up missing our braking marker there. And the AI, I believe, it just wasn't ideal what I was expecting the AI to do. That was perhaps the most outlandish move I've seen the AI make in this title. So another lap later now, and the gap's come down to half a second between me and Simoncelli. And as you can see, my gearing doesn't appear to be very good, so he comes right around the outside of us on the exit of the dry set corner. We get him right around the outside again though on the next left, and again we use the slingshot we have there to pull a bit of a lead as we head on to the final lap now. Again coming onto the back straight, carry the corner speed through the long right hander up the inside of the back marker. Another back marker in between me and Simoncelli, that's useful. Telling the back marker to not overtake me here, just to let me go. Clearly the back marker didn't quite anticipate that, or maybe he saw it as a challenge, I don't know. But he comes back past us and it brings Simoncelli in. We had to sit up a little bit there because the back marker was slow on the apex, but it blocked Simoncelli in and gave us once again the slingshot through the fast left. There's another back marker up ahead, but I don't think we get them. Instead, we just consolidate our lead there. We got another half second, well, 0.4 of a second on Simoncelli due to that back marker. Made it a little closer than what I was hoping. But through the fast rights, right out to the edge of the curb. Through the final fast right, we're coming into the final corner for the final time. 23 laps down, a little bit wide, but Simoncelli's not close enough to take advantage. We come out, we keep it dead straight, dead on the right, make the distance as short as we can, all the way down, past the man with the flag, and that's a victory by 0.8 of a second. So it was a very close race, but it's given us another 25 points in the championship, which means we actually so far have a maximum haul of 50 points, extended our lead on Dovizioso. Another nice haul of GP points there, getting over 10,000 now. And we're off to the next race at Le Mans. But first, the manufacturer has given us a new engine. They've seen our results and they've given us a new engine, so we got to get 112 miles per hour out of it at the Sachsenring, I believe this was at. Yes. So with a bit of luck, this will help us with the power situation, certainly the deficit. So it's just a straight line test up the hill at the Sachsenring. Nothing major. And then we head off to Le Mans for the next round. But other than that, I've been Prune. This has been round 2 of MotoGP 4 Career Mode. Hope you enjoyed. Alright, bye.